Tonight's episode of Raw wasn't really a good one, nor was it a bad one. It was under the term what I like to call lazy. And what I mean by lazy is where the WWE just half-asses a lot of shit to make you care for matches at Payback. And it's good that they're setting up for the Payback pay-per-view that's happening, next Sunday. But when I really don't care what's going on, it really hurts the product as a whole. Now, the crowd tonight was awesome. I will get that out of the way because I know a lot of London fans are going to be like, whoa, at least we were awesome. Yes, you guys were awesome, but not awesome enough to carry this lazy Raw to the end of it all. This Raw was pretty damn lazy, and I'll explain why in my WWE RAW review. The IC title stuff tonight was lazy, and here's why. They already did a tournament like 3 weeks ago to decide the number one contendership to the IC championship, if I'm correct. And I understand where some people will say, well, look, Chase, it's the beat the clock system. And yes, I like the beat the clocks. I like seeing more superstars wrestle. I find beat the clock matches to be somewhat entertaining because it makes you wonder, oh, can this superstar beat the clock at the end of the day? But it was just laziness. It was like, we can't find a good way to make RVD and Bad News Barrett feud, so we're just going to have them do the beat the clock challenge. And right when Rob Van Dam came out to face Alberto Del Rio, I didn't even need to read the spoilers that were up for this Raw to know Rob Van Dam was winning this tournament. He needs that payback check, baby, and Rob Van Dam's going to get it when he faces Bad News Barrett. I mean, honestly, this is the finals to the number one contendership of the IC title tourney. So Bad News Barrett already has beaten RVD and shown he's better than RVD. So why do I really care about this matchup? Tell me, why should I really care? They're not really building up a really good feud. Bad News Barrett attacking Rob Van Dam and saying on the microphone, I got some bad news for ya. Does not get the job done, people. It doesn't. They could have done something different with this. I wouldn't have mind if Dolph Ziggler actually won this Beat the Clock challenge to bring something different instead of just Rob Van Dam getting an obvious paycheck because they need to find a way to utilize Rob Van Dam with the time that they have. I totally understand because they do have to find ways to utilize Rob Van Dam, but they could have done a much better job, in my personal opinion. It was just laziness to me by the WWE. You want to know why Sheamus has not become the over character that the WWE was hoping he would become? This is why. For the past 2 years, this has been this dude's feuds. Hi, my name is Sheamus. I like to fight. Here's how our feud is going to work. We're either going to face once or twice a week for 3 weeks straight until the pay-per-view week where we just do a little segment inside of the ring. Either I beat you at the pay-per-view and then I'm done feuding with you for a long period of time, or you beat me and then we rinse and wash and repeat the same process. This is why Sheamus has not become an over character, because his feuds suck, none of them are interesting, and most of the time he wins. There's no obstacles for this person to overcome. This guy is just so hard to watch, and the WWE really needs to do something with Sheamus right here, right now for him to be interesting. All honesty here, I'm pretty sure they're going to do Cesaro versus Sheamus at the Payback pay-per-view. I hope Sheamus beats Cesaro, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, Chase, well, why would you say that? Because here's why. Sheamus is a U.S. champion. Cesaro isn't. Cesaro winning U.S. belt is bad for him. Winning the mid-card title is not a good thing. You end up going to mid-card hell with Kofi Kingston and The Miz. I don't want Cesaro near that U.S. title. I want Sheamus to keep the U.S. belt for a while. I want to see what they will do with Sheamus as U.S. champion, in all honesty. I don't want to see what they're going to do with Cesaro as U.S. champion. They've been down that road before, and frankly, I don't think Cesaro needs a mid-card belt to get him over. He's already with Paul Heyman, who pretty much is like a mid-card championship at this point. So, in all honesty here, let's just not put the belt on Cesaro. Let's just have Sheamus retain, and let's just have this feud end. It's not that I'm not excited for any of their matches, because I do enjoy what Cesaro and Sheamus can produce inside of the ring. It's just that it's another typical boring Sheamus feud that I could care less about. Please do something with this character, WWE, because this guy has a lot of potential that you're wasting on. WWE, if you want to do something unique to get Rusev over as a heel, why don't you have him beat the hometown boy that almost everyone looks forward to see wrestle in England, and William Regal? Why can't William Regal just lose to Rusev? You don't have to mention Vladimir Putin every 2 seconds. That's a good thing. I mean, at least it's doing something different. It's not being the same laziness with Rusev. In all honesty here, I felt the WWE missed a huge ball to get Rusev over as a heel. Beating William Regal at home? Man, that would have just been great for Rusev, in my personal opinion. And I felt this Raw was missing the William Regal pop. You know, the pop when William Regal's music hits, the fans go crazy there in the UK. I felt that's what they were missing, the William Regal pop. I don't give a crap what shape Regal's in. Just seeing that man walk down the ramp and just hearing his music and seeing him get the love that he deserves makes it all worth it to me, damn it. All honesty, I felt the WWE missed a huge ball with Rusev here tonight. That's just my personal opinion. I really liked what the WWE did with Adam Rose here tonight because not only did they just show, hey, this guy's a party animal, he has a freaking dancing bunny that comes out with him, surrounded by all these hot women, he likes to crowd surf. They showed this guy can kick some serious ass if he needs to. Sure, he beat Jack Swagger's ass, and really, to be honest, who cares about Jack Swagger at this point? He's not a threat to anyone. But at least they tried with this. At least they said, you know what? Let's try to make Adam Rose into a different character. Let's give something different for the Adam Rose character. And I thought they did a good job. I really like what they did with Zeb Coulter and Adam Rose tonight. It kind of got me excited for the Adam Rose and Jack Swagger match that's probably going to happen at the Payback. I don't expect that match to blow anyone away. And it's just going to be really good character development for the Adam Rose character. But I did like what they did here tonight. One of the few bright spots of this lazy Monday Night Raw. Alright, time to talk about the Diva stuff. Rae and Layla are going to be fighting in a love triangle for Fandango's love. Cool. Like I said in my last review, love triangle storylines, they can work if executed correctly. I don't know how they're going to execute it. I'm hoping they execute it where at the end of the day, Rae and Layla decide, hey, why are we fighting over this dude when we're both really attractive women and we could just make out with each other? That's what I'm hoping at least, and maybe reform like a Lay Cool or do something fun with Rae and Layla. I don't know. Maybe they can do something like that down the line. Who knows? But in all honesty here, let's just see where the love triangle goes. And as for Paige losing in her hometown, I kind of had a feeling the WWE was going to have Paige lose in her hometown to Alicia Fox. I just said, well, are they going to have Paige win in another dominant fashion? Or are they going to actually give us Alicia Fox some type of credibility and make her look like a somewhat of a threat to the Paige character? They did. They made Alicia Fox look like a threat to Paige, which I don't mind whatsoever. You know, it's the old, let's have the superstar lose in their hometown routine. They have done it so many times in the past with John Cena, Edge, and the list can go on and on of many superstars who have lost in the middle of the arena in their hometown. Sucks for Paige that her homecoming, she couldn't win, but hey, it is what it is. At least they're building stuff up for Alicia Fox and Paige. Is it really exciting TV? No, I felt they could have done a different route with Alicia Fox and Paige. To have Alicia Fox interfere in Paige's matches, doing something crazy outside, like throwing the soda on herself or wearing Jerry the King Lawler's hat, and then Paige gets distracted and gets a roll-up loss, and then all of a sudden, you know, Paige wants revenge on Alicia Fox for distracting her. I felt you could have gone something down those lines, but hey, I'm fine with Alicia Fox getting the win, even though she probably won't win the Divas Championship at the Payback pay-per-view. So Stephanie McMahon is going to declare Daniel Bryan next week to come to Monday Night Raw and hand over the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Now, this kind of gives a glimmer of hope that maybe Daniel Bryan isn't going to be vacated for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. But I just want to know from you guys, if Daniel Bryan is not champion, who should be the WWE Heavyweight Champion? Obviously, you guys know my answer. Yeah, I'm saying it. But tell me down below. I want to know from you guys, who should be the WWE Heavyweight Champion if it's not Daniel Bryan? Because I'm really interested to hear that, and I might make a video on that maybe later this week on my channel, who should be the WWE Heavyweight Champion if it's not Daniel Bryan. But of course, you're going to know my answer is pretty obvious. And I just did it again. Like I said last week in my Raw review, when you're going to be talking about evolution, you can't be looking like some average Joe Schmo. You got to survive and adapt to your situation. And boy, am I adapting to this evolution in the Shield feud. You know what? I liked what they did tonight between Batista and Rollins. I felt they went out there and performed an okay match. I liked the little stipulation where Randy Orton was just a guest timekeeper. And then the Game was a little special enforcer in this match. And then I really liked how the Shield outsmarted them, probably threatened Brad Maddox backstage and got on to be special commentators. My only problem is this, is that Evolution are your number one heels in your company. There's no denying it. It's not freaking the Demon Kane. It's not Bray Wyatt. Hell, maybe John Cena is the number one heel, but really, in all honesty, Evolution, storyline-wise, is your number one heels. They are. They really are. They need to look dominant. They really do. They need to look like threats for the Shield. And I'm sorry, why couldn't Batista get a win here tonight? Batista is a dominant guy. He's a former 6-time World Heavyweight Champion. I should expect Batista to have a good time against Seth Rollins and defeat this dude. I'm sorry. I expect Batista to defeat Seth Rollins and prove his dominance and show, hey, look, this is what you're going to be dealing with at Payback, Shield. You're going to be dealing with the animal Batista. He's pissed off. He's not happy right now. You're going to deal with this motherfucker at Payback. Why not make Batista look dominant here tonight? Why not add more heel heat and have Batista pin someone that's so beloved in Seth Rollins? I feel that would have been great for Batista's character. I felt it would help Batista tremendously. But no, we go with this cookie-cutter DQ way and the Shield look dominant at the end. Whoop-de-doo. I'm only excited for the Shield and Evolution because I know this match is going to be bonkers and it's going to be fun as hell. You're going to have Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista take on Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins in a no-holds-barred elimination match? Shit, you know that's going to go at least 1 hour of the pay-per-view. You know that's at least going to go 40 minutes at least. I had 1 hour maybe stretched it, but you know that's going to go 40 minutes. You know they're going to extend that shit because it's going to be bonkers throughout the whole match. I cannot wait to see the match just because I know it's going to be a really good and crazy match. Probably the match of the night, if not the best motherfucking match ever. But at the end of the day, you got to make Evolution look dominant. The go-home show at Payback is not enough. You should have done something here tonight to make at least Batista look dominant. Because he is someone that has the capability of being your top heel and being the threat to the WWE Heavyweight Championship for the summer and fall time when he comes back from promoting Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters July 30th. Yeah, I just went there. The John Cena and Bray Wyatt stuff continue, and really, I feel bad for Bray Wyatt. I really do. Because, in all honesty, this guy is trying his hardest to make me care about this feud. I won't deny it. Bray Wyatt was awesome tonight on the microphone. He was awesome tonight. I won't deny it. But I was not hyped up for Bray Wyatt versus John Cena at Payback. I'm sorry. How many John Cena Luke Harper matches? How many John Cena Eric Rowan matches? How many of these handicap matches are we going to get in this feud? So damn boring. I like that the Usos were added into the mix for tonight's match. That was cool and all, but at the same time, it's just like, Jesus, man. How many matches are we going to get between John Cena and Wyatt's cronies? I mean, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan at this point, I don't really care what these two morons are doing. I don't, because John Cena's going to beat them at the end of the day. I mean, how many times has John Cena defeated Eric Rowan? Like, what, 5 times? Luke Harper can't beat the guy. So how is Bray Wyatt's 2 followers supposed to be threats to me, to John Cena? At the end of the day, it's just hard for me to really care about this feud because I just feel this feud is going to be about John Cena and having John Cena win at Payback. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, 3 against 1, John Cena, how is he going to overcome those odds? And they will probably have Bray Wyatt win. Yeah, so what? Bray Wyatt wins this match, Money in the Bank, Cena will win the next match. Because they're trying their hardest to keep John Cena away from that WWE Heavyweight Championship. They're trying their hardest, and they are trying to push Bray Wyatt as that guy. Bray Wyatt's not going to be the villain to overthrow John Cena. John Cena does not have that adversary that can beat him on a consistent basis. And that's the problem with him. I wouldn't be surprised if John Cena won at Payback. Hell, I'm almost expecting he's winning at Payback, in all honesty. I just really, really don't care about this feud whatsoever. I just don't. If you like it, good for you. For me, I don't. Like I said, Bray Wyatt was awesome tonight. I loved his opening promo, and I loved what him and Harper did at the end of the night with John Cena laying down and them counting to 10. But I just can't get into this shit. I'm sorry, people. I've tried my hardest sometimes to defend John Cena, but this bullshit is just getting sick. It really is. It really is getting sick just to see that this is just to hype up Cena and hype up whenever he gets back into the WWE title scene or when he beats Alexander Rusev during SummerSlam. That's what it just feels like to me. I'm sorry. I can't get into this whatsoever. Overall, like I said about this Raw, very lazy episode. I just felt they copy and pasted a lot of stuff. Wasn't really excited about most of the matches that were on my television. I felt they did a good job building up for the Payback pay-per-view with the announced matches, but a lot of the matches for me, I'm not really excited for. like I said, Evolution versus the Shield is really the only match I'm looking forward to, and whatever they're going to do for the WWE Heavyweight Championship picture. Other than that, this Raw was just a pretty standard, decent episode. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you guys comment down below your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at ChaseAuber68. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. Check out my website, chillinwithchase.com. Q&A out tomorrow for all of you guys, so send in your questions. Anyways, guys, I am out of here. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Peace!